everybody, welcome back to the show. We're here at Planet Hollywood, inside of the Sin City Comedy Club with...
And burlesque.
Oh, and burlesque.
Bring in the girls.
It's right there with our special guest. He is the author of this book, Breaking Out of Show Business, one I've discovered by not being discovered. Michael Paul Ziegfeld. How are you, sir?
Nice to see you. Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Hello,
Thank you so
nice
much.
to see you. We were just talking about how, you know, I've seen you on TV, but I never picked up on Mike's last name, and he goes, I will give you a hint. It is a ship that sank. And I said Titanic, and then he looked at me like I was stupid.
Well, how many people do you know with that last name?
I don't know. Mike Titanic. That would be, no good?
No, you've never heard somebody with that last name.
Right, that's why it would be so good. Mike Hindenburg? I don't know. What could it be?
Yes, maybe we'll also do like Hiroshima
This
too.
is the weirdest thing. You guys are like, there's a mirror here. Like you're the
Looking
same
in there,
person.
Mom always liked him best. That was the problem.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
So tell us about the book.
You know, nobody knows who I am. Like most people in show business that are making it, you know, making a living. It is 5% of the people that become really, you know, celebrity driven. Right. But you know, if you're not lugging bricks in the hot sun and doing a 9 to 5, you're doing okay. So it's been about 25 years for me, and you know, before Kathy Griffin did the D-list, I used to say I've skyrocketed to the middle, and it's been 25 years, getting a little tired. I hate packing my bags, and when I told the people that represent me that I wanted to stop, this company came and they said, hey, you know, would you write a book for us? We want you to write a book. I'm like, well, who's going to read a book from someone that nobody knows? And they said, exactly. Because they want all the juicy show business stories from someone that's, you know, semi-normal, not from like a celebrity standpoint. And also anyone who, you know, is living a career and trying to get up the ladder of that career, no matter what it is. We all kind of share that same experience of what that is to make it happen, and the horrible people you have to work with, and then when you know it's time to walk away. And that's kind of what the book is about. But for the people that are really, that like the tabloidal stuff, you know, it's a lot of dish.
But you didn't break out of the show business, though.
What do you mean? It's breaking out, which means I'm ending. Instead of breaking in, I'm breaking out.
But you're still yeah, but you're still on stage.
Because I have to, well, one, I'm on stage because we're doing this interview, but I have to be on stage to whore out the book. That is why. It's my last shilling.
So what happens after show business then?
I just want to go home and enjoy my house. I miss my couch. And, you know, because when I go home, because I'm traveling so much, my friend's like, oh, you just came home, come visit. I'm like, screw you, come visit. I am not leaving my couch. Literally last week, I got a booty call. I'm sitting on the couch, I'm eating a sandwich, and I'm like, oh, you want a what? I'm good. It was a good sandwich. Like I literally turned down. Not that I can afford to turn it down,
but
because
but the sandwich was just where you were at.
Right. The sandwich loves me.
That's what happens when you get older. Your priorities change.
It does change. That's why I want to stop.
Okay,
So,
look. What is the pearl of wisdom from this book?
Wait, there's only one?
No, but you know, there's something you think. I should get out of it if I read it.
Okay, so I'm going to give you an example. Okay. So on the back of the book. On the back of the book, there's a lot of little stories like James Brown took me to the movies, and I snuck past security to meet the Queen of England. I almost got to steal a Grammy Award from a box. I had a couple of stalkers, and which is sad because, like, I'm not famous, and if you're going to stalk like me, then your parents did a horrible job, and you should kill yourself. That is just sad.
Do you talk about all these things in your comedy routine?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. It's a lot funnier than what I actually do. But you know, you know what it is? I like the business so much that I have had opportunities to do many areas of the business, like writing for people and stage managing and, you know, directing and live events and stuff. And I really, really love both sides of it, which I think in the end has made me understand the business better and do a better job. And also is good from a creative standpoint. So, but really what it all comes down to in the end is how to sustain when you work for yourself in any business. You know, you're really your own cheerleader, and people don't always see your vision. And so, you know, what does that look like, and how do you continue? What is that for you emotionally, and what are you responsible for? You know, financially and branding and otherwise. And sometimes you have to have some cojones.
How long did it take you to write that?
I'd say I had done a blog on my website, so I had some bits and pieces of stories. but then I still had to write like 50% of it. It probably took about 6 months.
Wait, right? Who wrote the other 50% of it?
Well, I did, but I had to write it after I got the deal.
Yeah. So this is almost like you're being a mentor.
Yeah,
to the young people coming up, right?
I think it's very relatable. And also, I'm in my 40s now, and at my age, everyone I know is kind of reinventing themselves.
Sure.
The business has changed quite a bit. The money is different. It's harder to get the job done. The bookings, the travel. It's all very, very different now. So I think that it's your responsibility to know how to reinvent yourself, or else you get stale and bitter and whatever. And I'm already bitter, so I don't want to get.
Well, you're going to doom and gloom it for anybody who has hopes and dreams to become an actor.
But it is a very fun. It's really fun.
It's
like
fun.
I made sure it wasn't a downer book. It's like, oh my God, how did that happen? Or it's like what famous celebrity in her contract requires flower petals in her toilet? And
that's me.
All that. He's such a diva. And one contract I saw, the man actually said that he requires always to be around pretty things. I don't know what that means. I think he meant flowers and trees and plants. It could have been women. It could have been boys. I don't know.
And that's in the book?
It's all in the book, yeah.
Are you going to write a second book?
Yes, it'll be called What Happened After I Got Sued. But it's a very relatable book, and I think that without it being a humongous mudsling, it's a pretty positive book.
Okay, good. I'm going to read through it.
Thank you.
And you're here.
I'm here.
How long will you be doing comedy here?
So this is my last night at Sin City Comedy Club, and I love this club because the other two clubs that are in town, they're fine, but they kind of paper the room and they put on so many comedians. Everyone only gets 6 minutes. The audience can't really dig their heels in, right? So I really dig it here. It's really a nice little room.
But if they're awful comedians, 6 minutes is probably more than enough time.
Yes, that's true. And most comedians nowadays are. So because they don't know anything better than. I don't get it. It's all in the book.
Don't get the guy started. It's all in the book.
That's why I'm quitting.
Where can folks at home get the book?
It's Amazon. Right now it's online. Amazon and Barnes & Noble and all of those places. The ebook and the hard copy as well. And then it'll be in stores within the next 2 months. And then next week I'm going to be in San Diego. And then the following week I'm going to be in Burbank, California. And then finally I'm going to go back to the East Coast and visit the homies there.
All right, we want to thank Michael for being here. Hey, everybody, get the book, Breaking Out of Show Business. If you're in show business or you're doing show business or you want to do it, you should read this book. Is that right?
And if you want to hear a bunch of nasty nonsense about stars.
There you go. Get the book. We'll be right back right after this.